everybody, my name is Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny. Thank you so much for joining me today, and in today's video this is all about everything that I made in June. So June again was just, I made so much in June. As I said before in my other makes videos, during the whole weirdness of the world, sewing has been my absolute release, and I have been sewing probably most days. After I finish work, because I'm working from home, I literally close my laptop and I get the sewing machine out and I do a little bit here and there. So yeah, it's just kept me sane to be honest. So yeah, I've got a few bits to show you today. So if you saw my June plans video, then you'll see that there was 4 items that I wanted to make, and I'm very happy to say that I did make all of those 4 items, as well as just a couple of extras. So let's start off with, right, let me just, I've got my pile of things here. I said that I wanted to make the staple cami, which is a pattern that came with a sewing magazine, and this one is actually from an independent company called Measure Twice, Cut Once. So I wanted to give this one a go, but I was a little bit sceptical, and a few people actually picked this up as well that do have the magazine, about the fitting of the cami on the model. I did show there was a picture of a little gap. I don't even know if it's in here now. Let's get that out. Sorry, I didn't prepare. But yes, where I noticed there was this kind of gap going on here, and just kind of the overall fit. But I wanted to give it a go because, you know, it's a cami top. How badly could it fit? Well, I had a bit of, it just didn't go right at all. I did take some pictures just for my own kind of records of it. I will insert some here if I can. So I started making it all up. I made a size, I made a size 12, which is a bust of 36.5. A waist of 29. Now I'm a 30, so yeah, okay, maybe a little bit small. And then I graded out to the hips to a 14, which was a 40.5 hip. So yeah, I started making it up, and you know, it started to go together quite nicely. And I started to put on this kind of bottom band, which is on the pattern here, this little bottom band. And of course that's meant to cinch it in, you know, so it fits. And I was really having to stretch the band. So yeah, it was quite a bit of a struggle with that. But you know, I carried on. And then I started using my fold over elastic that I said I was going to use rather than bias binding. And again, it just kind of, I was putting it on and it looked lovely. But then I tried to actually put it on for the fit, and it just was, it did not fit at all. It was really tight kind of on the hips section. Like I really had to stretch it down. And also where the band was, I mean, I don't know if I stretched it out or anything, but it came out like the points of the cami top should have been obviously sitting here, but they were like out here. And it just did not go well at all. So I ended up having to do quite a few adjustments. So I took out a wedge of the front section here, just to kind of bring it in a little bit more. And I also had to take out a chunk of each side. And I think it was like, I ended up taking out about 4 centimetres either side of the sides, basically, the side seams. And yeah, I finally managed to get it to fit. And I also, with the band at the bottom, I actually made that longer as well, so it wasn't such a tight fit at the bottom. So anyway, after all those adjustments, I finally got a fit that was nice, and I will insert the pictures here. But I made 2, because I made them in some velvet, some stretch velvet that I had. So the first one that I made up, I did actually make in a black 4-way stretch velvet. which is, if I can get it out, this one. Now, my June plans video, I did actually say I wanted to make it initially in a pink stretch velvet, and I have made that one as well, but I wanted to use this one as my like little test version. And after all the adjustments and everything, as you've probably seen from the pictures, I did manage to get a really nice fit. So I am happy with it, and I will get lots of wear out of it. And for this one, I used a fold over elastic, which was an inch. So they're 1/2 inch straps after you folded it over. So that was quite a nice one on there. You know, quite reasonably thick straps. And I think I will get quite a lot of wear out of that. And then on to the second one, which is the pink, which I showed in my June plans. And this one, I thought, again, it turned out really nicely. I will insert a picture of the finished, well, with me trying it on. And yeah, I really, really like it. It's very, very shiny here. I'll be honest, I'll probably wear the black one maybe a little bit more, because I think when this one is stretched kind of over, it kind of, can you see it kind of changes that colour, and it kind of looks quite matte, and the rest of it's quite shiny. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I used a lot thinner straps on these ones. So this elastic, I think, was 1/2 inch elastic. So basically the strap's half of that, so it's about 1/4 inch. And it's a little bit more fiddly to get it on, but again, I'm really happy with the fit of it now that I've adjusted the pattern. So yeah, overall happy. And I do have to say, in defence of the pattern, when I posted up on Instagram, after I made them, I tagged the company in, and you know, as you do, you kind of say, oh, I've made, you know, you measure twice, cut once, you know, staple cami, and the lady who actually runs the pattern company actually did get in touch with me on Instagram and actually said, what did you find, you know, were the issues with the pattern, just in case we get similar feedback. So do you know what, that is so good of a pattern company to actually listen to people's feedback as well. So I gave her my feedback on it and said what the adjustments were and everything, and then maybe if she was to get any similar feedback, then they might think about maybe altering the pattern. I mean, it could just be me, it could just be the way that my body is. But I personally think if you are going to make this pattern, I think you probably need to have a reasonable sized chest for it to fit, and quite a small waist. Otherwise, I mean, I did make another cami, which I'll come on to in a minute, but yeah, it's just one that you do need to play around with a lot if you are going to give it a go. So I've sipped my tea. Oh, it's a lot colder today. There was me in my other video the other day saying that we were hitting 30 degrees. Now it's got cold again. So this is exactly what I was saying about how British people cannot cope with weather. Right, on to the next pattern, which was the Burda 6540. And oh, sorry, I've wrapped it up in a little bit of strings. It didn't come in a pattern envelope when it came with the sewing magazine. But this is the one that I was going to do. Sorry, that is the t-shirt there. And this one was an absolute breeze to sew. So I really, really like this one. And it is just exactly what it says. It is a nice, loose, oversized t-shirt. And here it is. So this is made using the fabric from Like So Amazing, with these little cat paw prints, or not necessarily cat paw prints, but paw prints. And it's on this lovely minty green background. And I did actually put in a little handmade label, which is one of the Kylie and the Machine labels, and I got that from Felicity Fabrics. And this one, just so easy, it's a front piece, a back piece, and then you just fold over the edges of the sleeves, you fold over the edges of the neckband, and again just fold over the hem. So yeah, I don't really know what more I can say about that, but I will insert a picture of me wearing it, and you can kind of see that it is a kind of bigger, kind of oversized t-shirt. But yeah, it's so comfortable, and it is very, very good and very easy to sew. I would say obviously because it is a birder one on there, the instructions, you know, I mean, there's only so many instructions you can give, but it's a little bit complicated if you are a, you know, a brand new kind of beginner. But, you know, if you've been sewing for a while and you understand those sort of patterns, then, you know, easy as pie. So yeah, I was very happy with that one. And then the next one that I'm going to talk about is the lander pants. So I made the shorts version of the landers, which are here, and you've probably seen, well, you might have seen, I did a sew along for these, and I will link the video down below, or I'll put in one of those card things, so you can have a look at that if you haven't seen it already. And this is the finished shorts. So sorry if they're a bit crumpled. I have worn these loads. Absolutely loads. I love them, and they really feel like kind of like ready to wear kind of shorts, and I hope that kind of makes sense. But it's kind of like I put them on and I don't even think that they're kind of handmade. They are just so comfortable. So yeah, I mean that kind of in the best way possible. I really hope that makes sense. But yeah, I love these shorts and I'm so super proud of them. So this denim came from Cheryl at Stitchy Bee a while back, and it is a 10-ounce denim. And I have to say, I think the 10-ounce denim is absolutely perfect for these shorts. It's just the right weight. And again, I've got one of the Kylie in the Machine handmade labels I got from Felicity Fabrics. And I also put on some kind of antique coloured jeans buttons as well. So I will insert a picture of me wearing them here as well. But yeah, overall, I am so pleased with these shorts. And yeah, if you are thinking about making a pair of shorts, the instructions are really good with the pattern. And I've also got my sew along if you did want to give them a go and you might just need a little helping hand. So yes, I am very, very happy with those. So if you did watch my Lander Shorts sew along, you may have seen that after I cut out the pattern, I did actually say that I had a bit of leftover denim. And it wasn't enough to make any type of garment out of it, because I think it was about 1/2 metre kind of ish. And I was trying to think of what I could do with it. And then, I think it was actually only a few days later, Lisa from And So On, I'll link her YouTube channel down below, but I'm pretty sure you will know of her. She did a little sew along for a hat, and it was the Sirocco bucket hat. So just like a little simple hat here. And as I say, I'll link her channel down below, and I will link her sew along video as well for it, because I found it really helpful. And yeah, I just thought it was going to be a little, well, just a good scrap buster. So yes, I made it. And so yeah, I used some of the leftover denim, and also from my May So Hayley Jane box, I used one of the rainbow fat quarters for the inside. And I think it's really cute. I'll model it now for you. So yeah, it's a nice fit, it's a nice little summer hat, and I'm really, really happy with it. Now, I did try and get a little bit clever, because I kind of thought I've made this nice hat, how can I finish it off? And I did try and put like a little ribbon round it, and it did not work. I haven't got any pictures of it, but it looked atrocious. So I took it off, but what I'd done is I don't know why, I tried to use like that hemming web tape to iron like the ribbon on, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there is some kind of remnants of it, or where I've kind of tried to take it off, where it's kind of faded a little bit. Now, I'm probably going to wear this kind of out in the sun and, you know, my back garden. I mean, it's not my best work. It's, if you actually look at it very closely, there's lots of puckers and, you know, seams don't line up. But I don't care. I love it. I just think it's so cute and it's practical, and I'm very happy with it. So thank you very much, Lisa, for that sew along. That really inspired me to make this hat, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, and then next up is the Sirocco playsuit that I wanted to make, which is this one. And I thought this one came out really, really nicely. And I made it in this scuba crepe, which I got from Loobie-Doo Fabrics, I think it was. They're now called the Maker's Merchant, I think. And it was a remnant that I got from them ages ago. And yeah, I've made this little playsuit. And I'll insert a picture here of me wearing it. And yeah, it's just lovely. I really, really like it. The only thing that I would say about this is that I think I might have like longer legs than maybe some, but it is very short on the legs. And throughout the day when I was wearing it, even my other half, he kind of said, oh, that's quite short shorts. They were riding up quite a bit. So I think if I am going to make the playsuit version again, I'd probably lengthen the shorts length just a little bit. I mean, it's fine, you know, when I'm around the house or for holidays, when we can go on holidays again. But yeah, I think I feel a little bit self-conscious, I think, if I was just to go out and about in it, because yeah, it does ride up quite a bit. But overall, I think it's really, really pretty. I love the fabric so much. I think it's so fun. And yeah, this little kind of wrap over, or this like faux wrap, is just so easy to put on. It is so easy. And yeah, it's just, you basically slip it on over your hips, pull it up. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, it's a bit annoying for loo breaks and things, but you know, overall I love this pattern, and I hope to make some more, but just lengthen those shorts just slightly. Okay, and then on to just a couple of other bits that I made. So I made a Deer and Doe Plantain t-shirt again. And this is using some pink viscose jersey that I got from Fabricland quite a while back. And it is quite creased. This fabric does not, this does not iron very well, this fabric. It is just so creasy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was quite a cheap fabric. But, you know, yeah, I just thought it was a nice little t-shirt, you know, nice and lightweight. And yeah, overall I'm very happy with that. And yeah, I just thought it was quite cute. And then sticking with the plantain tee, I made another one. And I made this because I think if you'd seen one of my fabric haul videos, I bought this rainbow poly jersey, and it was with the intention of making something for the hashtag Rainbow Sewing 2020. Which was a little competition that was run in June to basically celebrate Pride, because of the Pride festivals unfortunately having to be postponed or cancelled. Then Isabella wanted to just, you know, get a little hashtag going as a support for Pride. So I made the plantain. I did slightly shorter sleeves on this one, and I have to say I am very happy with my pattern matching on there, these stripes. I don't even know how I did it. I mean, I matched kind of like the sides deliberately, but for some reason I managed to get the sleeves matched as well, and I think that was an absolute total coincidence. So, a very happy coincidence. But yeah, I managed to get it matched up. So I was very happy. And I love this fabric. It is so soft and so snuggly, and it's just happy, isn't it? It just makes you happy looking at it. So I was so pleased with this one. And I had enough left over to make another cami top. But this time, not the one from the sewing magazine. This was the Itch to Stitch Cartagena cami. And yeah, this is just so cute with this. And the fold over elastic that I used for this one, I'm not sure if you can see here, but it's rainbow. So it's just really, really pretty. I just think it's adorable. And after, you know, getting the staple cami from the sewing magazine to fit, you know, I was just kind of thinking, I wonder if there is actually a cami top that I can just get where it's straight out of the packet, and you know, it's kind of without the band and everything, and you know, I could have probably adapted the pattern a little bit more. But then I saw Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne on her YouTube, and she'd made this cami top, and I thought, yes, that's the cami top that I wanted. And I think it was only, you know, probably about £3 or £4 I think it was, to buy this, because Itch to Stitch had a 20% off offer as well on their patterns. So I thought, perfect opportunity to get that. And I love this one, and I honestly, this is going to be my go-to cami top pattern now. Even though I did spend a bit of time, as I say, adapting the other one, this one just fit me out of the packet. I think it's a nicer cut anyway, and yeah, I'm really, really happy with this one. So I will be making plenty more of those. Also, with that, I did have some little leftovers, and I made a little scrunchie, which I can't find anywhere. I don't know what I've done with it, but I'll insert a picture of me with it on. And then also a little headband. And this I literally just made where I cut out, you know, kind of a rectangle of the fabric, made kind of like a little rouleau loop with it, and then also made another rouleau loop, attached elastic either side, and then just sewed it down. I mean, it's not tidy, it's, you know, a quick and dirty make, but you know, it's a nice little little headband. So yeah, I mean, I do I put on like face masks and things like that, as in the beauty face masks, once a week. So it's good for putting the old hair back, and also I thought it actually does look quite cute, kind of teamed up with the little cami top or the plantain tee. I thought it looked quite cute. So yeah, that was a nice little make there. And then finally to actually what I'm wearing, which is my last make from June. I just snuck this in just this weekend been, and yeah, this is the Dale knit top, and I bought this fabric from Fabricland. I think actually at the same time I bought that pink bird fabric, and I had this pattern in mind for it, because I love the style of this. I think it's really, really nice, and this is my first style art pattern. Now, I've mentioned before, I like instructions where they hold your hand. These are not hand-holdy instructions. They are very basic. And for anyone that wants to know, let me just get this. So basically, these are your instructions. That's it. Now you do get a picture as well to go along with it, which I did find quite helpful, which is this one. And it does kind of show you a little bit of how to do like the little opening for the tie. So it did help a little bit, and to be honest, the pattern was reasonably straightforward. So even though they weren't kind of hand-holdy kind of instructions, I did manage to do it okay. The thing that I didn't like about it is that the tie was only one-sided. Now this fabric, actually on the inside, is totally different from the outside. So this is obviously like the knitted side, and then this is just obviously the wrong side, and you can tell it's very, very different. So I didn't have enough fabric to double side the tie. So what I did is I just folded over the tie, and again sewed around it, turned it inside out to make more or less a giant rouleau loop, if you will, and then attached it to where the tie should have been, and then just to make it look a little bit better kind of with where the tie should have gone, I kind of folded over a couple of sections to make it look a bit more kind of in line. I really hope that makes sense, and I hopefully would have inserted a couple of pictures as I was talking about that it might make sense. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I really enjoyed making it. The sleeves are kind of like, would you call them like bracelet length sleeves? And I actually really like that, because when I'm wearing a cardigan or a jumper, I like to roll my sleeves up a little bit, you know, like if you're doing the washing up or something. And with this you don't need to, because they're already kind of at that slightly higher length. So I really like that about it. And the ties on this are so long. I made it up and I was like, wow, they are really long. I'll insert a picture of just them hanging down. But yeah, it is a really nice way of putting it on. I'll get up and show you how I put it on as well. I thought you might like to see Bentley because he's sitting next to me. But yeah, the way that this works is, I mean, you can see like how long this, the ties are. They're so long. So you've got a gap here, but not on this side. And so you simply get this tie that's on this side and you pop it through that way. And then this one goes round the front, and then you simply cross them over, and then I like to have it just to one side, like so. Do you approve? So yeah, so I hope that was maybe a little bit helpful, just to kind of see kind of how I put it on and kind of how it looks, and also that you got to see little Bentley again. He's appeared quite a lot in my videos recently, but you all seem to like to see him. Misty hasn't made an appearance for a while, so maybe in a future video she'll show her little face as well. So yes, that was everything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've got any questions, or if you've got maybe a favourite. And also I have got my giveaway still running that I put up a few days ago, and that runs until the 6th of July. I'm closing it on the 6th of July at midnight. So yes, get your entries in for that, because then I can randomly select a winner, hopefully on Tuesday. And yeah, I'm going to be bringing you a few more videos. I've got a few lined up. I think from my July sewing plans, a lot of you wanted to see a sew along for the McCall's dress, shirt dress, and which I've got here. So yeah, I'll make sure that I get that filmed at some point. And also, even though I did a fabric haul not so long ago, you might be seeing another fabric haul. I've been a little bit naughty buying some fabrics. It was my birthday in June, so I bought birthday presents for myself a lot of the time. So yeah, I will show you those obviously once I've got them all delivered. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Bye.